But when the results started coming in, for instance, I know you have a collation center at the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia office.
Very solid team. And let me pay glowing tributes to Joe Anoche and his team that we also appealed to help set up a strong collation center. And the results was almost per second. And as it started trickling in, at least the results that we got, I'm sure is the same ones that you were getting when it started coming in. Yes.
And most of the results were going in favor of Kennedy Ohenye-Agyapong. At that point, what was happening to the team?
I'm not too sure of what you mean by most of the results were going
at least for the constituency polling stations amongst others.
Because you're saying that when they started trickling, I don't know what you were seeing, but we were getting the results. We're looking at 331 or so locations. You will call them constituencies, we'll call them locations. Because if you take Domeko Abenya, for instance, the constituency, the voting centers were split into two. But clearly, they're quite interesting. And the strength of a politician, the courage of a politician, is not just tested during campaign, not just tested during the voting period, but it's tested during the counting. And I was also seated next to the candidate, together with the core team of Anthony Cabo, of Mr. Fred Owai, and our IT team, and some of our team members. And just as was being displayed on the screen, the candidate was confident he was going to go through. Occasionally, we will share some few thoughts on the trend and all, and it still looks great. But for every politician, there will be times that the adrenaline, there will be anxious moments. But we were just waiting to cross the 100,002 mark. So I'm sure you've seen some videos that did go viral when we started celebrating. It was after we had crossed over 102,000, because then we knew that we've gone past 50%.
It takes me to the margins.
So
50%.
Yes.
That's what at least you started jubilating.
Yes, at least then we knew that no mathematical gymnastics was
statistically impossible for you to lose that. But ahead of this, we had extensive interactions with you, at least when the global info analytics polls came up.
They predicted a 43%.
Exactly.
Together with Joy FM.
And you also mentioned that any poll, at least I have the Major online, that puts Bawumia below 75% is not credible.
Was incredible. That's true.
The margins.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That clearly can give us a very good run, and I congratulate him and his team. But I'm also happy that, contrary to the prediction of the multimedia house and that of Global Info Analytics, there was no runoff, which is very instructive. And I was confident that tying your apron strings to the Global Info Analytics was going to be a tragedy for you and your team.
You know you know very well there was no multimedia poll. At least
I'm talking about the Global Info Analytics. Yes, but you were very confident in their polls, because I tell you, you were able to show
me. You were confident in that. But you were hoping to get more than 75%, 80% of it. You didn't get that.
Yeah, we didn't.
61.43%.
I think that it was a very great showing for somebody, a first timer on the ballot. He's never contested to be constituency secretary, a regional executive, a national officer, a member of parliament, and his first major election is gunning to be the leader of the largest political party in the country. And I give it up to him. Dr. Bawumia did extremely well. President Kufuor's first attempt, he didn't get that. None of them even got 60%. From Professor Dubois, John Ajekum Kufuor, Nana Addo Dankwa Kufuor. So for this semi-young man, I think that he's done a good job.